Welcome back to another episode of the Mincho Network. My name is Minch, or Minch. Call me whatever, I don't care. And today is episode, I don't know, but it is the 6th of March, Monday the 6th of March, 2023. I think 67, I'm going to be honest. But I don't remember at all because it's not an attention that I pay in a day. Because this has become such a constant in my life. But what is this? You know what I mean? What am I even doing here? Don't listen to this. This is ridiculous. I've said some stuff on these podcasts that is, I want to say profound wisdom. And I've said some absolute garbage. And I think today is going to be one of those days where it's just absolute garbage. But you never know, right? You never know how something's going to polish up. But I don't have any stories for you today. I mean, I'm sure I do, but I want to save them. I don't think I have 365 stories. I think maybe I'll reflect on last week. Last week I had a bad week. Well, no, I didn't. That's a lie. I don't want to give it such a harsh label, but I had more challenging days last week than I have had the entirety of this year so far. Doing this podcast daily is a commitment, and so I have to make time, and I've just chosen to carve time out in the morning before work. But then I've also decided to start juggling in exercise and physical fitness, and I've also started to juggle in study now. And those are three things I didn't do before. Study, physical exercise, and also just a daily upload of anything, right? And especially something that's so, like, I've got to do 10 minutes of talking minimum, 20 minutes maximum, and then edit and upload. And it usually takes about 45 minutes to do the whole process if I'm streamlining it, maybe an hour depending on upload times and so on. I can usually set it all to be uploaded within 40 minutes, but then it could take up to an hour to fully complete. Regardless of that, it's a time commitment, right? If I've only got 24 hours in the day and 7.5, 8 of those are sleeping, then an hour, I'm already wasting an hour just by doing this podcast. Anyway, last week I had a bad week, or I had a couple bad days, a couple more challenging days than normal. I got pretty stressed out with work drama, I should say. I think a large part of it is because people misconstrue things that I say. I mean, I can be quite a presence in a room, and I'm quite opinionated. So if someone doesn't hear my words properly, or thinks that I mean something that I don't mean, or whatever, they make a mountain out of a molehill. And so I was dealing with shit like that. And then Olive was not, my cat Olive, he was drooling excessively, and we were trying to figure out what was going on. And he ended up, sorry. Bro, I tried to stop that. He ended up having to go to the vet, just because he was drooling so excessively. And the vet was like, oh, he's got ulcers in the back of his mouth. And we were like, oh, shit. So we got meds for that for him. And then 2 days into giving him his meds, he fucking threw up the biggest, like, dreadlock. Like, hairballs? This thing was like a dreadlock. It looked like it came off someone's head. It was fucking huge. And then he stopped drooling after that. So I have a feeling that he just had that sitting in the back of his throat. And that was like causing bile to come up, which was probably causing grief in his mouth, which was making him drool and so on. But anyway, so that cost us a bit of money. Not a whole heap, but I think it was like $180. But it's $180 I didn't expect to spend this week, that we hadn't factored into the plan. And because we're budgeting and we're sitting on a tight budget, so that we can put money away, so that we can get out of the rat race. That was less interesting. And so then with money stress like that, and then with work stress, I was just having a bad time. So I stopped working out. I've injured my leg. So like, there's just like, I could sit here and I could list off all the bad things that are going on, which is why the other day I wanted to have a podcast that talked about everything that I'm grateful for, because I had forgotten in the pursuit of complaint, I guess, in all the complaining that I was doing and all the things I was getting caught up thinking about, I'd forgotten about what was important, and none of those other things are important, right?